I've switched over to the actual view, even though we aren't starting yet, because I gotta rate the thing. I'm eating ice cream, etc. But they can at least hear our banter and me eating ice cream.
Hello, everybody.
Hi. You're missing out by not playing Struggle Vintage Story. Sad. Makes me sad thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Good lord.
Benny, what did you do in Struggle Vintage Story today? Was it hunt for food?
I did a lot of mining, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm really so my technology is kind of stuck because I didn't get enough cloth before winter set in,
Yeah.
and I'm having trouble finding iron. Like I have samples of it, I just can't find it. I will say about 66% of my time is spent finding food.
Mm-hmm. Feeding yourself as you slowly and visibly wither in real time.
To be fair, like I guess wolves are more aggressive in the winter.
Yeah, because they're hungry.
And there's a wolf spawning spot like on top of my house. So sometimes I'll wake up and there'll be a horde of wolves waiting for me outside. Oh, my house is in like a negative stability zone, so that's inconvenient.
Why did you put your house there then, Benny?
I built it and then realized that was happening.
Oh, that's crazy. You should
So
pay more
I,
attention.
I have so there's like safe
Bullies.
spots pretty good shut up. Like across the lake. So I have like kind of like an in-universe explanation. Um, that my character is kind of crazy already, and they have to like sit down and meditate and think, otherwise they'll lose their mind.
Yeah,
And they're just relaxing. Can't be a fucking scrubbing the ground for worms eater your whole life.
it's true.
You're true, nerd.
You a
Listen,
worm eater? You a worm eater, Bendy?
no,
Okay,
my food
got that.
situation's really good, nerd.
Yay.
Listen, I got like vessels and shit. I want to play a survival game where you're poor until the very end of the game.
I want to play a survival game until. You know what, Bendy? I'm gonna go be honest. I think that once human might be able to scratch that itch, because remember it resets every season, and you get comfortable, and then it resets.
True, but yeah, that could work. But like when what I kind of mean is like for a lot of like certain kinds of games like RimWorld and whatnot, like the very start of the game is my favorite phase of the game
Mm-hmm.
because like that's where like random events really matter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, stuff like
Where
that.
story can come out of.
I guess so. But also like say like you know like so like vintage story, right? If you become too prosperous, it becomes Minecraft, which
Yeah,
is cool. Except I don't want to play Minecraft.
I want to play vintage story.
I want to play, yeah, I want to play the hi, I'm like a dirt person and
He eats lizard.
yeah, I bonk rocks and make them fucking sharp, kill animals with them.
I think probably you liked Green Hell a lot, didn't you?
Green Hell's okay. Um I'll have to say like I think like hyper aggressive deadly animal encounters in a lot of survival games kind of detract from the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because like, you know, I don't know if you've ever noticed that like when almost any animal in God's good earth lays eyes on you, what does it fucking do? Fucking runs,
Yeah.
you know, including things like wolves and unless it's a bear with a cub, bears. Bears got caught too much smoke. They don't want to fuck with you,
True.
you know. But as soon as you're like playing like the long dark, all of a sudden there's these bloodthirsty fucking wolves everywhere and these malicious bears that just kill you in your fucking camp just cuz. But that's fine. Like, I mean, you know, game's gonna be a game. I'm not a nerd about it. I don't know. I just I don't know how to explain it. I like having Vintage Story hits like a very like so I've played a lot of survival games, like a ton. I have enjoyed precious few of them. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
In the end, like in the long run. Because like if you're gonna have a bar, like a health bar or like a hunger bar,
Mhm.
right? It has to kind of like impact the way that you play the game. Otherwise, why is it there? But
Yeah.
if the way you interact with it is just tedious and boring, then it's just a chore you have to do, right?
Mhm.
But also, they want to make the game reasonable enough for people to be able to survive. That as soon as you kind of figure out the way the game works, it's like it becomes so trivial that it's not really like you're not engaging in a challenge anymore. I don't know, it's a very tough balance to hit. And I think Vintage Story is a rare one that does it for me. Because like it's easy to go get food, but like it's not trivial.
Mhm.
Damn.
Food is there, but you do have to work for it regardless.
Kind of, yeah. I will say 200% hunger is a different game. It's not like cuz like to me Vintage Story is dirt person living alone simulator. That's all it is.
Mhm.
Right? 200% is like there's something wrong with me and I have to eat enormous amounts of food.
You could rationalize it that the time dilation and messing with like the time stream and whatnot is making your body metabolize things much quicker, and it
True.
doesn't always reap the benefits of that metabolization either. Also, hi Aries, pat pat.
Hello, cat
Aries is
stuff.
here. Or you could say like I think the people in Vintage Story are kind of isekai there in a way, aren't they? Like they're not from this world.
They are serifs, so they are natives, but I think if I had to guess, and I do not know, I think the critters from Vintage Story are basically folks who were at one point and the other part of the time stream, but whatever these experiments were, kind of condensed stuff,
Hmm.
which is up with a lot of them, most of them getting killed, not all of them.
Huh. Well, imagine you're from like a different dimension, right? Where just
Mhm.
like there's just more energy there. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So like your body that's adapted to this extremely energy rich diet is now having to adjust to these berries, which is basically like diet gum to them.
I sent you the thing, Miri.
Yeah, that's all. I'm taking down the notes now.
Hmm. Write them down, because I will be checking anytime you use them.
Oh heavens. I wouldn't
Goodness
use
gracious.
chants just because you'd make me have to chant.
I will make you chant. That's part of the fun of it.
Alahinja gangam bungo.
It's in
Is that a good chant?
English.
Birdie me, birdie, birdie. Like that.
I'm not
Rising
making
Sun.
you chant in another language. That would be mean. And I feel like that would be a little too serious for this campaign.
Depends.
If I had a player that wanted to play a necromancer and they knew how to play electric guitar, I would make them play sick riffs to do necromancy.
Hmm. If you both were up for it, I could make the chants in another language.
Yeah, sure, Ori, go for it. Yeah.
I'm
Spanish.
the only one that chants. Nuh-uh.
Why
You
not?
little shit. You want to do that? I'll consider it once you have some chance and you're there. All right.
Nah, you have to do it first. I'll do it after you do it.
Mm.
And we'll give you extra style points if you chant it in another language.
Nope.
What about like the I must discover.
Oh, right, you took that. Okay. Yeah, before we start, did either of you want to pay for a stunt?
Remind me of how paying for a stunt works.
You lose a refresh, you gain a stunt.
Hmm.
Tempting, ain't it, Bendy? Yeah.
Okay.
You heard him. He said he wants to do it.
Aries,
Hmm.
I have a question.
I have probably an answer.
So stunts are kind of like we just kind of talk about it, and if it's all good, then it's all good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I have a stunt where I can change my equipped weapon for free? As far as timing goes, like, you know.
I'd give that to you once per scene, yeah.
Okay.
And then, if you want to do it times after that, pay a fate point.
Cool. I'll do that. Call it fucking. What's that Call of Duty quick reload shit? I forget.
I think
What
you're
is
the
it
only
called?
one who played Call of Duty, Bendy.
The
Really?
Switch
No.
reload thing, and that's not a Call of Duty thing. That's a Gears of War thing originally.
Sleight of hand and points.
Oh.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Then I will be, if you are taking a stunt, I will be reducing your refresh and taking one of your fate points away.
Oh, I thought we. Oh, whatever. Fuck it. I'm still taking it.
I will retain my fate point for this time.
Call it
He's
deft hands.
useful.
Because sleight of hand kind of implies magician pickpocket shit, which he might get later.
Yeah, Eggy?
You could, that is well within the realm of your, past work.
You know, crime.
Being a thief and all that.
Bendy's a crimer.
A criminal.
Oh shit! I can't. Okay. Let me. Florence.
Ah, Reese's ice cream is so good.
Receive. Steals ice cream.
Mm.
Mine.
You could have just asked for some.
That's true, but it's more fun to steal it.
All right. Cool. Because you know, he could like get one of them like famous uppercuts, right? And since it's for free, while they're stunned, he can pull a knife and start shanking them. I learned this in prison. Actually, the real prison move would be for him to stalk the monster, and then he waits until the monster goes into the outhouse, and then he just throws open the door and starts shanking him while he's shitting. Hurry, burn him! Whoosh.
Bendy, pooping is sacred ground. You can't do that.
I'm a criminal. Grr.
I'm a criminal. Ah!
Minus 10 morality points.
Guess you had a real shitty day. Anyway,
Babs Bendy.
Also, remember to reset your stress and stuff.
I believe I I'm good. Otherwise,
Fat booty me.
Bendy,
Okay.
darling,
Yeah,
Pep.
ah, Christ. I'm being abused.
Yes, Eggy, I know. She's lactose intolerant. She eats ice cream. She eats
Mhm.
macaroni and cheese. She'll
Yeah.
eat straight cheese.
Hmm?
Yeah, we're anti-discrimination in this country, Melly. Give it the times. It's 2024.
The lactose intolerant shouldn't be allowed cheese.
No, we're gonna be called. We're gonna be called the Lactose Tolerance League. Tolerate the intolerant. We shall have our milk. Give us your bacteria, please, so we may eat the milk.
It's not bacteria. It's
Enzyme, whatever, nerd, porks.
Nerd.
enzymates you. All right.
Ugh.
Is there anything that needs to be done before we start?
I need to figure out how to present a character like the Pillarman, because I don't think it can be replicated.
Well, first
But
you
anyway.
need background music.
That is fucking sure. Like, it wouldn't work without the background music at all.
Exactly. All right. Would either of you like to do a recap?
Nah, Bendy did it this time. I just-
I don't really I'm kind of,
You don't remember, do you?
no, not really.
Last time was a lot of pretty basic RP stuff. We both rather, chose to do some stuff in town. You went and pursued a couple of your own goals. I got some chants from the librarian, then did a quick little patrol that took me between the areas that we had been to already. This was all after we had delivered the Wendigo heart to Cheryl, and we just basically did that. There wasn't too awful much else that happened.
Yep. It was mostly downtime, and I had
Yummy.
to leave a little early.
You me $5, Bendy.
What? No.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
So,
Hold on.
Bendy said, "Hold on, I'm waiting."
No, I'm fine. Go.
Okay. So, with that as our recap, welcome everybody to A Bump in the Night, a horror Fate Core campaign that may have content that may not be suitable for some viewers. Viewer discretion advised.
Inappropriate for children.
There
Sorry,
may
I was
be
trying to do that.
Yeah, there may be violence, there may be acts of debauchery and lewd things, at least behind closed doors, and maybe some trauma here and there, so be warned. With me today or I am your game master, Aries, and with me today are the players, Bendy.
Hi. Oh, hi. I'm Bendy. I play Florence. He is a very honest lad who has never done anything wrong. And he is being bullied by the authorities into being a hunter because of his deaf skills. And yeah, he has a lot of contacts with the underground, you know, because he does soup kitchens for free. Anyway, I'm Bendy.
Hi, Bendy.
And that's
Yeah.
Florence.
Hi,
And
Bendy.
he's a
Pepe.
criminal, and he's gonna redeem himself. Watch. You just watch.
And our other player, one Miri.
Hello, I am Miri. I am also a streamer, and I happen to be streaming the player perspective on this one as well. I play Icaros, who is a little bit of an anachronistic, out of time knight in this Victorian era city, and I am trying to keep Florence in line so that he punches the correct things instead of the wrong things.
Get in the hot backpack. Darn.
And
Good
like
point.
Mui said, she is streaming the player's view, so if you want to see things and not see behind the Game Master's curtain, go to her stream.
Hello.
Which I should probably put in my chat.
Hold on. I wanna make a small thing, okay? We'll make a shrine to the bird. Hey, hold on. If I can get this, like, kind of. Yeah, see? We surround her with treasure. Wait.
Hey, give me that back.
Yum, 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 yum.
No, not my tokens.
Oh shit. Let's put that back.
Okay, making sure I have all of my stuff ready. I would love it if you would stop giving me your frickin' pop-up. World Anvil, thank you.
Excellent.
Alright.
I got it. Go away.
So,
Yeah,
if
you do, baby.
now that we have given our introductions, we begin starting off in our classic cathedral setting. You two waking up after your third day of rest between missions.
I will also need to recover my halberd today, I do believe, yeah?
Yes.
Nuts.
So you awake normally, but it is not long until you are both getting knocks on your door.
Knock. Ikaros answers her door pretty much immediately.
Florence just opens his door, yeah.
All right, outside one of your doors is our lovely Cheryl, and outside the other one is our wonderful boy whose name is escaping my brain for a moment.
Yeah.
And World Anvil is a piece of crap. Harker. There we are.
Yeah, the boy.
Look, I have the Chaos Emeralds.
Chaos control.
It's not Super Saiyan.
When you both answer the door at basically the same time, Harker looks over to Cheryl and she kind of takes over, ushering both of you out into the hallway. So, you both did a wonderful job. Our investigators came back with a bit more information. Not too bad for you to have dealt with this with only one casualty, it seems.
Mm-hmm. I believe the casualty in this question was Miss Tin Pot, yeah?
That seems to be right with our records. Congratulations.
You know, feels nice. Feels like we made our bones. Icarus.
But unless I'm mistaken, this wouldn't be the only reason for your visit, would it?
Now, it would not. It would seem that for your services in dealing with this situation, you have been summoned.
By whom?
It would seem the governor is wanting to have a chat and thank you in person.
Governor don't sound like a church person.
Yeah, no, he is in fact the political leader of this city and the area around it.
Does the government do this often?
Occasionally, but I think that he's doing it in this instance because you two, as new hunters, have dealt with a monster that managed to breach the city's defenses. Not common that that happens.
Well, we may be really happy we go visit this man, so besides I don't think we really have a choice. It wouldn't be nice for a church representative to deny his request.
Ikaros shrugs her shoulders. I'm sure that it's not a requirement, but it would be rude not to do so, unless we were otherwise disposed.
You aren't obligated, but like our friend here said, after all, this is the governor.
When does the
Alright.
governor wish to meet us?
Oh, he said something about there being a little bit of a party, so a little bit before sundown should be fine.
Fair enough. That'll give me time to acquire. Oh, hey, 2 bots. That'll give me time to acquire my halberd and whatnot.
Oh, and I was told that you should both at least dress somewhat presentably. I'm sure the
Oh,
armor
shit.
will be okay, but
That's good. It is. She seems, or at least acts, like she's a little bit perturbed by that. It's part of the oath not to be seen outside of my own private quarters without it.
of course, like I said, it should be fine. After all, it's you don't get much fancier than plate armor, now do you?
Fair enough.
And for you, Florence, you're going to have to fix that. And she just kind of like waves her hand in a circle in front of you.
Florence cracks a smile and says, "Well, you're gonna have to help me."
Well, that's not my problem. I'm sure you can talk to Ingrid about it if you need to.
Is there other people that could help?
I'm sure there's tailors around if you need, I guess.
Sassy. Anyway.
I'm
Crap.
sorry, what was
All right.
that? Hmm?
I said you're effective. Thank you for your help.
Of course. No problem, Florence.
You're
Ooh, the
most
word.
welcome.
He
Have a
used effective.
wonderful day.
He used
I've
effective.
been
That
reading.
must be a word that he's learned recently.
Shit.
I
All
know,
right, listen.
that's a 3-coin word. Anyway, Harker, come along. We have things to do, and they need to get ready. And she kind of walks off without really waiting for either of you to say anything else. With Harker in tow, you are left standing
Well.
in the hallway.
Hmm.
Interesting that she took Harker with her. But he is a church ward, I suppose. I'm going to be heading towards the armory and the quartermaster again. Do you need anything from that location, Florence?
I have no idea. I'm gonna follow you though, if that's fine. Maybe I'll find a solution to my problem here. I usually try to stay out of the politics, governor stuff. Lots of police, or I'm sorry, lots of guards.
True. Perhaps the quartermaster will be able to provide you with some nicer clothing. She shrugs her shoulders.
Honestly, it might be easier if I could just ask her to loan plate armor for the night too.
She looks at Florence's frame. Says, "You may not be able to move around in it too well. It does need a little bit of training, and it would have to be sized for you for it to be anywhere near comfortable. I wouldn't
Hmm.
recommend it."
You should butter her up for me. You should help me out here. Cause for no reason she's been hating on me for no reason. So
Icaros reaches up and takes her helmet off and says, "I don't think I have the necessary charisma to dig you out of the hole that you dug
yes, you
yourself."
do. Use your chance. Just use them.
That's not how that works.
Yes, it does. That's exactly how it works. You say the words, and then the magic happens, and then my problems aren't such a big deal anymore.
She
Right?
hooks her helmet to her belt, and then she starts walking towards where the quartermaster can be found.
Come on, damn it. And he follows behind.
You arrive at the quartermaster, and as you arrive, this time the front room is not taken up by the large tank thing. It is instead simply entirely covered in bits and bobs of various materials, and it's honestly hard to find a place to step in.
Heck.
Icaros pauses at the door and then, after clearing her throat, calls in, "Mistress Quartermaster, are you in here, or are you buried under a pile of this?"
You hear a loud thunk and some clanging and some clattering.
Buried under something, got it.
And then she does the classic dwarf power walk out of the back room. "Hello, what do you need?"
I was here to recover my halberd as well as the other things that I requested of you, if that would be so easy.
"Oh yes. What were you needing?" again?
A new kit to care for my weapon and armor. The necessary leathers to put around my belt for the scabbard of my short sword. A cloak.
Yep.
And I believe that was it.
She wags her finger as if she is remembering them, and then she power walks into the back. You hear more clattering and clanging and something that sounds like a giant block of concrete hitting a floor. But she does, after a short bit, come back carrying your freshly re-poled halberd with a
Yay.
beautiful burnt wood shaft and a kit in the other hand of bottles and all the stuff you would ever need for taking care of your armor and weapon, and a cloak over her shoulder.
Thank
Did
you
my
kindly,
best.
madam.
Did the best I could.
I reckon you did it as well as any quartermaster in the city. Thank you very much.
I should hope I did at least 3 times better. Is there anything else you'll be needing? Setting it on the table.
She pauses a moment, glances at Florence, and then nudges him towards the quartermaster.
There is.
Oh, and what
He
will
said-
you be needing?
I've been invited to see the governor tonight, and I have been warned that I am not dressed nowhere near appropriately enough, and that your fine and distinguished services are who I should seek out. He pats his book on his thigh. And I would like to ask you to help me present myself appropriately for said dinner. Please, Master Ingrid.
She breaks out into a barking laugh that I will not attempt to recreate, and doubles over, slapping her thighs. And
He's taking it there on the chin. He's not reacting.
And after a bit, she manages to catch herself, and she slowly sits up. She's wiping the edge of her goggles. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, please do tell another one.
He kind of looks down at her and he says, "I'm really not joking.
Is he serious?
He's serious.
She got invited too."
She nods her head.
Well, yeah, that one I expected. You got invited too?
He did a
I
good
knocked
job.
out a monster. Actually, I think I killed it with my hand.
Ikaros actually nods her head and says, the first blow that he landed on it actually caused it to need to bring itself back to life. So he did, technically, kill one with a single strike from his bare fist.
Oh, so you are useful, aren't you? Okay. Well, how fancy are we needing?
And he's blushing, by the way. Like he's really taking it on the chin big time.
Mm-hmm. How fancy we needing? Is this like an official thing, or?
It said
By the
this
way,
has to be a party of some sort.
A party.
With
I
who?
don't want. There's no
Ikaros
telling.
shakes her head and says, we weren't told, simply that the governor will be hosting it at sunset.
He looks at Ingrid and just kind of addresses her and says, I'm not pretentious enough to ask for something above my station. Just make me presentable for the common man invited at the governor's mansion.
Oh, I've got bad news for you. Being invited to the governor's mansion, that means that you're going to be well dressed above your station. All right, off with those. Come on.
Right now?
Unless
Ikaros
you want
laughed.
to wait.
I mean, I'm not. Florence just shrugs and yeah, he takes off his fucking shirt and pants. Like he's done this quite a few times.
You can leave if you're squeamish, she says to Ikaros.
Ikaros shrugs her shoulders. I want to be here if he steps on something sharp by accident.
Florence looks at her. Anyway.
Florence getting it from both sides. Ingrid waddles to the back, and then she comes back out again after a little bit with clearly a large pile of clothing. And she starts basically putting a bunch of stuff on you, Florence, and seeing how it looks and fits, marking things for adjustments, temporary or permanent. Are you going to be wanting to keep this outfit, or are you going to be returning it?
He looks at her, dead serious. What do you honestly suggest?
Well, if this is going to happen, if this is going to happen more than once or twice, I'd recommend just keeping it if you think you can take care of it. And if you got the coin for it.
I have the coin for it, and if you think it's a good idea, then I'll probably keep it. I have a feeling we're going up there to get more particular kinds of work, Icarus. Honestly.
Quite possibly.
I want to point out, these are the kinds of clothes you don't wear out in town.
Of course not.
You keep them clean, you keep them cared for. If you have to get them repaired, I'm gonna charge you as much as a new set.
Holy. Okay.
Good, that in mind. And she goes through, again, fitting you with things, marking stuff, and eventually settles on a couple options. You will get to choose, assuming you can afford them.
Icaros, while she's working, shakes her head and says, "You have a considerable breadth of skills, Mistress Quartermaster."
Well, yeah, what you think the quartermasters do?
Can we say that the whole time that Florence's chest is exposed, the Pillarman theme is going? Is that fair?
It's running in Florence's head, just on loop.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think I do? I am the master of the quarters. That includes clothing, armor, materials, tools.
It's true. Most of the quartermasters that I've worked with in the past are essentially glorified bookkeepers. However, I have to say it's a refreshing change of pace.
If you haven't noticed, I like to get a little hands-on with my projects.
It's true. You do need to make sure you wear a helmet from now on, though, I imagine.
For what purpose?
I think every time we've come in here recently, I've heard you hit your head on something, whether it was the tank or... She glances to the back room.
Oh, that wasn't my head. I stubbed my toe. Put a right dent in that pan, but I'm sure I can hammer it out later.
Fair enough. You folks are a tough sort.
She kind of flexes her arm and pats her bicep.
Florence glances at it.
So Florence, you are offered.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We'll start with shoes. You are offered either a nice pair of boots or some very basic leather shoes. The basic leather shoes are going to be 10 silvers. The fancy boots are going to be 20.
Hell yeah, let's take them booties.
All
For
right.
some reason, I really expected you to say gold pieces, and I was gonna be like,
We'll get there. So mark that down that you chose the fancy boots, we'll say, and remove the amount of money.
Nerd. Oh, you mean over here? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm stupid. Okay,
You have to mark it down.
Don't be just because I'm stupid.
Bendy, maintain your inventory, you little shit.
All right,
another
so
card.
that's yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
He gets so bashful. It's adorable.
Stop.
You'll have to clear it out, but you know.
Thank you.
So write down what you got and how much, and remove the amount of money.
I did.
Okay. And then your next option are brown pants. Again, and these are like, they're nice pants, but they're still kind of baggy pants, you know? Those are going to be 10 silvers. Or You've got what are they called?
Go.
Hold on.
Have you ever eaten like chewed on cinnamon gum and then take the wrapper and lick it and then stick it to your forehead? Have you ever done that before?
Where did that come from, Bendy? What the
Have
fuck?
you ever done that? No, I was just asking. Have you ever done that before?
No.
Dude, try it. Like when you go to the store, get some cinnamon gum, lick the wrapper, and then stick it to your forehead. It's great fun.
All right. So your choices are the brown baggy pants for 10 silver, or some nice black hose for
Bendy.
yeah, for 25.
He's like, you said hose.
Can I see what these are? How do I spell this?
Hosen or
It-
H-O-S-E.
HOSE. You'll have to look up pants, and it's essentially medieval leggings.
Yeah, H-O-S-E-N for the proper term. Hosen.
Hose
yeah,
is
hell
the
yeah.
plural. Hosen is. I
Yeah,
believe,
I'll
hose
take
is
that.
singular. Hosen is plural. So. You're taking the hose.
Yeah, 25.
25
Spending
silvers.
money. Of course he's gonna flank.
And then, once you're done with that, you have the option of 3 tops. You have a lightly embroidered green shirt, or tunic, I guess.
It's a tunic. What?
Mm-hmm.
You know what a tunic is, Miri.
I do.
You have a much nicer blue coat with, again, embroidering. This time the green one, the embroidering is black. The blue one, the embroidering is silver. Or you have a red and gold doublet,
Ooh.
and the prices are, again, 10 silvers, 30 silvers, and a gold.
Look.
How much is a gold? 100 silvers?
1 gold is, 1 second, I have to scream at World Anvil again. Because it keeps popping up a full screen ad that you have to close out of, and then a overlay ad, which you have to close out of.
The fact that it has those and it keeps happening. Jeez.
So I like the real world how we do our money system. Where like if you want to say I have 1,000 currency, you go and you write down I have 1,000 of the currency. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you also have cents too.
There's multiple denominations. And I'm trying to get it to load. Because I have a page for it. Crying. Okay, let's...
Tease pokes.
World
Everyone.
Anvil usually isn't this bad. Why is it this bad today?
They're
Resource.
taking pointers from Wizards of the Coast and they're just making their software worse.
Yeah. They're just making everything not work. Really?
What's this shit called again?
Hmm?
Well, I'm about to just look this shit up.
What
Oh
was your
wait, no, it's
question?
the same website. No.
Yeah, it is
Good
in
God.
fact the same website.
Alright, so
do I have the
maybe
currency? Hold on, I might have it noted down here. Of course I don't. Cries. World Anvil, why you being a piece of crap?
What? Okay.
Into the fire, onto the anvil.
I actually wish
Also-
Google would give me an AI answer at this point.
Also, I lied because I forgot there was another denomination. It is 1 electrum,
1 electrum?
which is going to be 100 silvers.
Okay. I want that doublet. Alright, what's that?
Alright.
What was the details on that again?
It is a red doublet with golden embroidering in the shape of 2 eagles.
Alright. I'll pay your exorbitant fees, you little robber.
All right. I'll have to get
Right.
these sized in for you, but that should only take, well, let's see, I've got that to deal with, that to deal with. I'd say after lunch.
Hmm. Like we'll be here till after lunch, or you want me back?
I want you back. I don't need you here. I already took your measurements. Unless you want to
Oh.
be here with your polearm, well, dagger, hanging out.
Hey, listen. It's cold outside. Anyway, listen. I'm joking. I didn't say that. Anyway, he gets dressed. Music
I see.
stops.
Icarus
All
glances
right.
at her armor. You figure I should get a polish up, or
Can if you want. Do you want me to add a bottle of polish? You'll have to pay for that because it's a little expensive.
sure.
There'll be 5 silvers.
She hands it over.
Move 5
So, like,
silvers, add armor polish to your kit.
Delicious, delicious armor polish.
I wonder if armor is ever perfumed.
It can be.
Yeah, perfume can be used. If you want to buy perfume, she can source you perfume.
No.
Out of curiosity, Icaros says, and then she holds out the dwarven longsword that she purchased on her last outing over the 3 days. Says, "What do you think of the quality of this?"
Oh, let me see it. Let me see it. She takes it from you and she's looking at it closely, looks down the edge. It's pretty good. I can see one of my cousins made it.
She
So-
nods her head.
It should hold up to anything you can throw at it, even if it's not anything special.
Good. How can you tell your cousin made it?
There's a mark right here.
She chuckles a little bit. He said that these were barrel swords, I suppose, and that they wouldn't have a maker's mark on it. I
Well,
guess he was being a little cheeky.
there are marks on them, but not ones you'd recognize. You don't have the sight, most of you humans.
Can you show me? I'm curious.
She points at a little part on the pommel that, as far as you can tell, is just flat, featureless steel.
Icarus
See,
takes a good, close look.
Do you want to actually attempt to gain this as something that you can do?
Sure, why not?
All right. You are going to have to roll perception, and I don't mean awareness.
Oh boy. Well, it's just gonna be a flat roll then and see how this goes. 2?
You can't see anything.
Dang.
She goes,
Hmm.
if you look closely, you can see the grain structure here is different in this sort of pattern.
Icaros takes a moment when she's describing that and squints at it and trying to draw off of some of her experience with arms and armor and metalwork and see if she can isolate it. May I use a fate point?
You may.
Pew.
Which thing are you invoking?
I would invoke the first one, the Long Discordant Knight Hospitaller. She likes the
Fair
arms and
enough.
armor. She's good with it. +2 to a skill roll, making a 4.
You think you might be able to see it, but then like you think you're seeing the pattern just like very faintly, like you think there's something there, and then it's gone.
She describes part of the pattern that she can see. Something like that, she says.
It seems like maybe you have better vision than most. That's a little bit of it. But don't beat yourself up if you don't see it anymore. It's hard to find even with good eyes.
She keeps an idea of where that particular thing is on the pommel. She'll probably poke at it later too.
Okay.
Thank you.
You be needing anything else before you go?
She shakes her head. Not so far as I'm aware. Florence?
Nope.
All right, remember, after lunch.
She nods her head.
All right.
So,
Yeah, so you get your halberd back. It has a charred black handle, somewhat ironically.
Hey, I get it.
But it also brings out the grain structure. It looks nice. Along with, especially the head of it was left blued. So you get to keep that.
Nuts.
Florence, you are getting very fancy clothes made.
hell yeah.
Or
be
tailored at this
styling.
point.
About the. I don't know the slang. Sorry.
So if there's anything else you'd like to catch up on before getting your stuff, I'll give you basically like 2 sections of time to, if you want to use it for whatever, and then we will before lunch, after lunch, and then do a thing.
I mean, I don't really have any specific plans for
If you
before lunch.
don't have any specific plans, we can skip to lunch.
Icarus
So
will take the
boring.
time to clean and polish her armor in her room.
Alrighty. So, and Florence, you don't want to do anything in particular?
I mean, oh, hold on one sec. I have a bad cramp.
Oh,
Take your time.
pet.
Pats the bendy.
Crap.
Take your time. Did you get the Charlie horse?
No, something else.
That's
Oh, did you get the hip thing?
Something else. Looks
fucking
at.
ball cramps.
Charlie's horse, Shake.
No. Florence will probably kind of loiter around, you know, his old neighborhood or something.
Alrighty.
Kind
you
of
think-
chit chat with. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Can you make a contacts roll for me?
Yeah. Sorry.
Pet.
Yeah.
Oh my god! It's 4.
Nice.
Pep.
While you're hanging around the old hood, you notice Ambrosia's not around today, even though it should be one of her working days. So, you ask a couple of your pals who are, chilling, and you find out that she seems to have come down with something lately and is getting rest at home.
Florence would make his way over there. Or he knows where she lives. I'm sure.
I'm gonna
Who's
say
Bendy?
that you don't have time to head over there for today.
Oh, you nerd.
Uh-oh.
Pat. Okay.
She
We'll
lives
figure
in
that out
the she lives in the place where, normal people can't get to.
Anyways, can you hear me?
Hi, yeah, what's up?
I got disconnected from the game.
Both of you
I think
did.
Bendy did too.
Oh, Steam exploded.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Are we just RPing right now?
I got
Distance
exploded.
detonation.
Oh.
Alright. I'm going to move us to just chatting and then try and restart the game. See if that fixes it.
Boo, boo, boo,
And Bendy will have to
boo, boo, do,
re-enter
do,
your changes.
do, 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 do,
Re-enter my changes.
boo, do. Yeah. Boo, do, do.
To your
What do you mean?
inventory.
No.
No.
I need an invite.
Well, I have to restart the game, so hold on.
This is trash. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
He's being a
fine
little
then. I
brat.
guess session's over.
That's right. Bye! Just kidding, we're not doing
Bendy,
that.
behave, you little shit.
I'm just
I know you are. I'm also teasing you. Pat, pat.
weird.
It
Stop.
auto saved.
Pushes over.
Let's
Did-
go.
Oh, I
Let's
love
go.
autosave. Alright, that.
I was about to say that's a really not doesn't make much sense feature for them not to have.
You know. And then Miri, you should have an invite.
Bucky ducky.
And the Bendy, you should have an invite. Get in here.
There is nothing.
Ha! I don't have one yet.
Oh
There
my
it is.
gosh.
There it is. Oh my god.
Get in here.
Pinch's lizard nose.
Pinch's elf nose. Give me the
Bites.
worms. No.
Bite the shit out of
I am little bean. You can't hurt me like that. What the fuck?
savages.
Um,
I'm not. Hold on. Can't do that to me depending on the outfit.
Okay. And it did save that. Okay. So you
So
won't-
we're so fucking saved, bros.
You won't be able to go to Ambrosia's today. You just don't have the time. But you have that information.
Yeah.
And then lunch
Nice.
happens. Will you two be eating lunch at the cathedral or somewhere else?
Lunch at the cathedral because it's free.
I mean, Florence is probably gonna try to look for Icarus and join him.
Alright. You enter the dining hall at lunch, and as is standard, they give you some nice... You know what? Just for the heck of it, they give you a nice sandwich.
Yeah, sandwich.
They've invented sandwiches in this world.
They've invented sandwiches.
I
Fun fact-
am absolutely positive someone had thought about cutting open a loaf of bread and sticking shit in there.
A fun fact, if I remember right, during the Middle Ages, sandwiches actually weren't a thing.
Their bread sucked.
Your bread sucks.
No, my yeast is
No.
untouchable.
My yeast has risen.
Yeah.
So
He has risen.
As you are eating your delicious sandwiches, a familiar face decides to just kind of invite himself to eating with you both.
Yep, Master Willem.
That it would in fact be Master Hunter William.
No.
Florence is eating a sandwich.
Icarus'
What is it,
armor is
son?
all shiny, and she is also eating a sandwich. Because
I like how you
sandwiches
chose to
like
polish your armor before eating.
Yeah,
Also,
you gotta take care of your stuff.
I'm gonna run a speed test real quick, because
She'll parry any crumbs.
I'm starting to wonder if it's an issue with my internet. It does not seem to be, unless my upload is poopy.
Baby.
Because World Anvil still ain't working. Which I would like, so I could see my notes on William.
William. Notes. Douchebag. Effective hunter? Question mark. Douchebag.
You really don't like him, do you?
I don't know yet.
Oh my god, World Anvil, you suck.
I certainly didn't like his book.
You didn't like his book about his wonderful successes and flashiness and how great he is and
Correct, that one. I didn't like it.
how he has slain more monsters than anyone ever else could hope.
Oh, I'm a bard and I'm mauling about my achievements. Oh.
Anyway, Master Hunter William kind of just like gives you both a pat on the shoulder and then sits down between you.
Of course he does.
Florence is eating his sandwich.
Hey, so I heard you two. Oh, this is really good. I
Don't
heard
speak
you
with your
two.
mouth open, Hunter.
He looks taken
shit.
aback from what? How do you speak with your mouth closed?
Fair enough. Don't chew with your mouth open.
I'm not. I'm chewing when my mouth is closed. Anyway, how you two doing? I heard you two had accomplished something pretty cool lately. Mind filling me in on that?
We managed to kill a Wendigo.
Yeah, I heard that part. What about the juicy details? You know, the things that don't make it into the reports?
It broke into the city, killed a whole bunch of innocent people. We beat it half to death and then burned it.
Again, the things that don't come into the reports. Come on, newbie, you should know this. There's always more to the story. Come on.
What exactly are you wanting to get at, Master Hunter?
Nothing.
It was a monster, and we burned it to death. We had to light the cabin on fire, but we were able to kill it that way.
See, that's the kind of detail that I was wanting.
Yeah, I think
Gosh.
she almost got burned to death. It was sad.
And more detail. Oh my goodness. I swear, you kids these days, no sense of artistry.
I have a feeling, did you go on all of those hunts in that book that Florence totally didn't read?
Oh, which of my books did you read?
Oh,
He's like leaning in now.
Florence starts eating a sandwich again.
Come on, I'm waiting.
No,
I love to
can't
hear
read.
people's opinions on my books.
The scribbles look very nice. I don't know what they mean. Alright.
Oh,
I
this one can't
assume
read.
I shot, and I'm proud.
He's
Salt of
learning.
the earth. Shut up. Listen.
Yeah, chew with your mouth closed. Anyway, I assume that means that you were the one who read my book? You two do seem attached at the hip and all.
Looking for information on how to kill a Wendigo, yes?
Oh, that one. That's not one of my best works, but I think it's pretty passable.
It gave me a bit of information that was usable, so I'm thankful for that.
I'm glad I could be of so much help to you.
She doesn't continue. That's it. That's all he gets.
Cold shouldering this dude.
You
Alright,
know,
Cole.
he puts an arm around each of you. If you were to stick around me, I'm sure I could give you both a lot of lessons in person. I am a master hunter, after all. There's a lot of information up here.
It's true, and you do seem to be a successful one. I imagine that at least one of us could learn at least a few things. She shrugs her shoulders.
I think both
Can-
could.
Can Florence kind of discreetly size him up and kind of get an understanding of his strength?
Sure, make a roll.
Hell yeah, for what? He's gonna be like, what? Are you sure?
Florence uses the ability from most RPGs that lets him see a stat block and max HP.
Gosh. Appraisal?
Fisticuffs. Yeah, no, I was kidding.
Status, yeah, something like that.
So what are you gonna roll here?
I don't know. Notice?
I guess you
LOL.
could try to punch the stats out of him if you wanted to.
You can roll
No.
notice.
Okay. Yeah, that's a +2. I like that. That makes me happy. That's a 3.
That's not bad.
I'd say it's hard to tell given his attire, but he definitely carries himself very assuredly. At the very least,
I
he's
rolled a-
confident.
If my sucker punch is a crit and I use my stun, and shank him up real fast, I could win.
Oh my god, World Anvil loaded.
Jesus Christ.
I thought World Anvil loaded for me instantly, but it was just them advertising a sweepstakes.
Yep. Yep.
Sweep the deeps. Get them sweeps.
It's crazy that if you make something creative enough, you can just have any fucking dumbass business model you want and people still buy it and still enjoy it.
What's sad is World Anvil's actually a really good setup.
Yeah.
You're a good setup.
Oh, thank you. Wait a minute.
We're gonna, hey guys, it's
Yeah.
gonna take like 200 models to make an army and they're like $80 each. Or some shit like that.
Yay, Games Workshop.
I had a. My head hurts.
Do you want to know a great alternative though?
Pirating the 3D forms
3D
and then,
printer.
yeah, I'd do it. I'd fucking do it. I don't give a fuck.
I am not condoning pirating. I am saying use legally distinct third-party models.
Uh-huh.
in
Now,
order
what
to
I
play
wouldn't
a
do,
similar game.
what I wouldn't do is I wouldn't sell or trade them. Like I would either destroy them or keep them, but
Well, yeah,
you
you
know,
just keep them. Anyway, so
Legally distinct Spec Marine.
so you're saying I helped you out with this hunt of yours? I think I'll
The
put that in my
information.
next book.
yeah,
She
yeah.
takes a deep breath and does not respond to that.
Put on there that I hit it so damn hard I broke his fucking neck.
Oh, we'll put you'll be in there somewhere.
Hey, listen. Looking. If I learn to read and I find out you stole that, I'm coming for you. He says like in a joking manner.
Stole what? I'm just going to tell the tale of how I helped out two newbies get into the world of hunting, making sure they stayed alive against their greatest foe as a beginner hunter.
I wouldn't say it was the greatest foe.
Yeah.
The guards put
I
up
think we
more
may
of a
have lost
fight.
her.
Hmm?
Maybe
Can you
we
hear me?
lost me.
She's here.
We lost Miri.
She's
Yeah,
here. I mean, I can hear her.
It
Hey,
was
Bendy,
you.
say something.
Hi.
Yui.
Connection terminated. Maybe Eggy.
Yui.
Yui.
Oh, there she goes.
There she goes. She's dead.
Yui.
I don't know what was up with that. My Discord
Yay.
said it was fine, but I kind of assumed that it was fucked.
Yeah, we could hear you. You just couldn't hear us. Also, you
Awesome.
currently have 999 ping to the game. So I suspect
Solid.
you are going to disconnect soon.
No,
I-
my internet's fine. We're Gucci.
No, it
It's-
says
it's-
you are disconnected.
It says
It's
that
between you two guys, cause she has 125 for me.
Yeah, I know you got 9.99 from me, Aries. 99.99.
There must be like, I don't know, some pathway between the country that's fucking up right now.
Well, for now, it's mostly roleplay, so we don't have to worry about character sheets at the moment.
That
It's them goddamn
pretty-
sharks on the undersea cables. Even though we're all in the same continent. Damn goddamn fish frogs in the ocean.
Oh, and there you both go. Goodbye.
Nope,
I think
still.
I think my internet's just being a piece of crap.
Aries, yeah, I think it is your internet. Well, no, or you disconnected straight up. Heck, I
We
don't know.
both disconnected.
Ew, Aries. I think it's Aries. Points
Yeah,
Aries.
It's the game for Aries, but like your internet did shit out Ori one time.
I don't think my internet shit out because you could still hear me and I was still connected to everything on Discord. I just left and re-entered myself. So it might be like the peer-to-peer connection between us. If it's being piped through Aries or something, might be a little fucky-wucky.
True.
Yay.
We should just play with real money and play poker, but don't tell stream.
Pat.
Play with them, play po-
So, yeah,
Pushes
so William continuing. So, would you two like to join my hunting party, or you think you'll still survive going alone?
We
Florence
should be
looks
some
over
fish-
to Icarus. Yeah.
She pauses and waits for him.
He crosses his arms and he says, "Well, I'll be real honest with you. She's never really had a reason to trust me, and she has thus far. So, if we were to join this party, I think it would be a package deal. Leaving or staying together. Or maybe we don't join. I haven't asked her yet. What do you think, Icarus?"
I think we're sufficient on our own for now. I don't feel it may be dangerous to have a more experienced hunter with two inexperienced ones.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't think I could keep you safe? I'll have you know I'm the best hunter here. I could keep you safe from a dragon if one happened to pop up.
He'll demand the majority of the profit from such hunts, too.
I will not demand the majority. I will simply request that we split up profits in a proportional manner.
Uh-huh. I don't know. I'm with Icarus on this one.
Perhaps, in the spirit of cooperation, on the next hunt that we're given, we can cooperate. We'll see how we mesh together as a group.
Yeah, maybe we'll be associates of the Great Hunter, you know?
That's what I like to hear. Working together, being friends, a true heroes party, if anything, right? He pats you both
Oh.
on the shoulder as he gets up, leaving his half-finished plate. I'll leave you two to whatever you're doing.
You know, we should keep an ear out, because if there's a job we think we can't handle, that might be worth it. Might be worth it getting his help.
I'm assuming that Florence said that after he was gone.
Of course. But, I mean,
Alright.
Florence really doesn't give a shit if he hears.
Fair enough. Yeah, that would be a good thing to keep in mind.
Real jackass, though.
He's very confident. I'm not sure if it is an act at this point or
Oh my god, Icarus, can you just be mean for once? Please. Alright? Just accept it. He's a latrine. I was gonna say douche, but
Willem's off in the corner hiding behind a pillar. Like,
Also, it seems there are just general connectivity problems around the U.S. because there's apparently issues with Final Fantasy and other games and stuff.
Undersea cables.
After
it
that,
is sad. Oh god.
you can both finish your lunch and move on to your afternoon. I'm assuming Florence is getting his stuff.
He swings on by and get his stuff, yes.
Okay, you are basically going to be spending your afternoon getting dressed, being shown how to dress, how to care for it, etc.
You have to use the salad fork. If you don't use the salad fork, you get executed on the spot by God himself.
I will say this does give Florence a little bit of etiquette knowledge.
Hell yeah. Shit, hold on, let me boot it up. Game activate. Oh, I can't. Okay, I was gonna add that as a skill.
You can't add it as a skill, but it is. If you want to keep track of it, you can, as he has a little bit of knowledge about etiquette.
Etiquette 1.
Salad fork.
Don't hit on the
Icarus-
governor's daughter in front of him.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
some real basics.
Icarus, if you want to do anything in your afternoon, you can.
Speaking of etiquette, she will probably brush up on anything like that in the interim because she will have realized at this point is that things have probably changed. So she has to make sure.
I was so hoping that you would go in with old etiquette.
Yeah, figured squints.
It would have been hilarious. What the heck? Thank you.
Florence
YouTube.
is gonna snort opium off of the winch's belly.
Jesus
Gosh.
Christ.
So you, Icarus, you look up etiquette stuff, and there's like the best you can get is like secondhand information from,
Of course it is.
books.
Down.
But by and large, it seems like etiquette is a little weird now compared to what it was, and a little more casual, even. Not a whole lot, but a little more. And yeah, for Florence, Ingrid makes sure that you're not going to make an absolute fool of yourself. In classic Ingrid fashion. Still there, Bendy?
Mm-hmm. Hi.
Okay. And then it is the
Is she?
evening, and time for you two to go to the governor's house. Do you?
Just
Florence.
fucking bail and run off into the woods.
You could.
I
As
know
an
we
option.
could.
You could stand up the governor.
Yeah, we're
How
probably
about
not going to do that because this happens to be the place that we currently live and work out of. Up, there
Florence
went the
could do
game
the
again.
funniest. Florence could do the funniest thing imaginable right now.
Yeah.
Sees governor, turns in murder hobo
Oh.
coupon.
This one is
Oh, no.
actually Steam having issues.
Yeah, fair enough.
Uh,
Yeah,
Seems
Icarus
being a
is going
real
to go to
stinky.
the. Icarus will find a guide first off to the governor's home. Probably Harker, or she'll just ask Cheryl, one or the other.
if you go to Harker, he basically just takes you to Cheryl.
Awesome.
Because Harker knows some simple stuff, but by and large, his entire life is inside the cathedral.
Yep. He's a page boy.
Whereas she spends most of her time in the cathedral, but she is high up enough. She does things. She actually has to go out and do stuff.
Yeah, she has a wide breadth of experience, it appears.
And when you go find her, she says that she'll basically take you there if you need. Given she was going to go as well, anyway.
I suppose we'll walk together then.
I guess we will. Thank you. Steam, are you back up yet? Yes, you are, supposedly.
Steve be like, eh!
Supposedly it's back up. Let's see.
While you're wrestling with that, I'm going to take a moment to get some more tea and tuck my lizard in.
Okay. I'm gonna have to restart the game. Both of you will have to as well. I love technical difficulties. Especially ones entirely outside my control. How you doing, Bendy?
I'm doing okay.
You get to be fancy man today.
Sure do.
In your fancy doublet. Have
Yeah,
you looked those
fancy.
up to know what Florence is looking like right now?
He's looking pretty damn sharp.
He's looking real nice. You sound like you're getting eepy.
I gotta, yeah, a little bit. Sorry.
You're okay. You gonna be able to make it another 30 minutes or so?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm sorry for how slow some of these parts are. I need to work on my pacing, I think. Alright, re-invite the Bemby.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, Bendy.
You're nice.
The
What?
immediate fear in your voice.
I'm just a big fan. You know? Go bird.
Hugs the Bendy, pats the Bendy,
Anyways.
feeds the Bendy a mealworm.
I am just one little lizard man. You're a bird.
You are a lizard, dude.
Hides.
Grabs, stuffs, and wings.
Hell yeah. I can, like, if you're being pressed by somebody, you can throw me out in ambush like pocket sand.
Tee.
Pocket lizard.
Stop giving me the thing. I don't want to upgrade. Screw off.
Thou must upgrade. Probably said.
Can't afford to. We await the elf.
Is it all broken?
It is all fixed now. We're waiting on you. Come on.
Okay.
Come
Okay.
on.
I'll work. Hey, man.
Did you restart the game?
No.
Gotta restart the game.
What do you mean, gotta?
Oh, it actually lets you rejoin. Usually if there's a Steam disconnect, it won't let you rejoin.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna need to do that.
Yeah?
We're in a featureless white landscape, and I do not wish to be flashbang quite that hard.
Yeah.
Skadoosh. Florence practicing his manners.
Florence be looking fancy. He got the nice clothes.
He do be
Um,
looking like a boy.
Like, he's got
Listen, we got a splash.
you got a set of legitimately fancy clothes. You are in fact dripping, as the kids say.
I had to send another invite.
Oh my god.
Come on, hurry up. You're taking too long.
I'm sorry. I was also saying I think I need to work on my what's the word? I need to work on my pacing, I think, a little bit.
We're doing all right so far. I
Cries.
have no complaints.
Cries.
What pacing thing would you correct?
I don't know, I feel
Question.
like there's too much dead time.
Dead time.
Uh,
Undead. Where?
Alright, so it is evening. Cheryl has already offered to take you there.
Nuts.
Florence lives in this town, and he just fucking knows. Okay, I'm not rolling for that. All right, he just knows. All right, looks at Aries. Like small
You
lizard.
know the general area because you are very careful to stay the heck away 99% of the time.
Look, you can walk past the damn manor if you don't do anything wrong. It's fine.
Yeah.
You just can't make money over there.
Gets beaten by the guards for standing too close and getting the peasant stank on the front floor.
Loitering.
I
So
was walking. Loitering.
Cheryl, in her fairly plain black doublet and hose, is going to be going with you, and it's a fairly long walk, but not like crazy long. And you are led to the outside is a large gated fence with guards every 100 feet or so, and 2 at the main gate that you are being led to. The gate is open right now. It seems that they are accepting multiple guests at the moment. A couple carriages, many on foot. And it seems it is, in fact, a party happening.
Icaros inclines her head towards Cheryl. Let you take the lead on this one. It's been a while since there was anything more fancy than a tavern.
Oh, I'm sure you'll do fine. How about you, Florence? Are you gonna be on your best behavior tonight?
Florence hyperventilating in the background.
He gives a real casual church equivalent salute. You know, whatever gesture that might be. Looks at Aries.
Pat pat.
Like not necessarily sarcastic. You know, just
Yeah. She just gives you a like approving nod. And she talks to the guards for a bit, gestures at you two while they're chatting. And eventually you get waved in, taken across this long courtyard with flowers and grass, and actually there's some little bits of it that seem to be like some small plots for crop growth, actually.
Nice. Planter boxes.
Kind of, except they are actual like in the ground plots. It's just they are worked into the garden.
Nuts.
And eventually up to this very, very nice and especially you, Icaros, notice this fairly fortified house. You'd still call it a house. It's not a keep, but it's edging its way there.
Paps Bendy. I heard that.
And you are ushered into an entry hall where people seem to be mostly gathering and, you know, having chats. There's a few servants running around with drinks and food. It is in fact a fancy party.
A fancy party at the governor's house? Who would have
Yeah.
expected such a thing?
At the governor's house. Yeah, it's a fancy party if you want to for now. It seems that they're still waiting for guests to arrive. You don't see anyone that seems to be the guy in charge. Neither of you know what he looks like, so... Actually, Florence might know what he looks like.
Again,
Florence
Icaros
knows
will Icaros will actively defer to Cheryl on this particular instance.
Florence is like hanging close, kind of, but he's also kind of like trying to get a drink, you know.
Trying to mosey.
Cheryl, by and large, the moment you get in the doors, she looks around and then looks to you two. Well, be on your best behavior. I'm going to go have a chat with some people. And she ditches you very quickly.
Expected. Not preferable, but expected. She watches Cheryl scurry away.
That little demon. Sorry.
You good? You good, Florence?
Yeah, of course I'm good. Hi. I'm sleepy, guys. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Bendy. We are 3/4 done. Can you last a half an hour?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
If you need to tap out, you can just say.
Go a little bit.
Okay.
Might just be more listening though.
It's okay.
If you want to, we can delay this until next time, Bendy, because we did just arrive. It's a good part to like have an episode break.
I guess so. I am really sleepy, guys. I'm sorry.
It's
Keep
okay.
fucking this all up.
No, this game is late for you. It's okay.
Yes, Pat's the Bendy. Look at him.
Like Bendy,
Good.
it's almost midnight for you, and I know that you get up early.
Yeah. Those
Well,
bendy things like scurry, glass surf.
I can keep going a little bit if you want, though.
It's up to you two.
If you're eepy bendy, then you should eep.
It's not that I need to eat. It's just it's hard for me to pay attention.
And this is probably something that you want to pay attention to because it'll be interesting. It'll be set pieces and story and stuff like that.
As warning,
Okay.
Bendy, this is kind of the start of your actual story. We are past the intro. Your story is beginning.
Okay, I maybe we should call it here because I'm gonna have trouble following
Yeah,
and giving real responses.
that's
Nuts,
okay.
nuts. That's why we
Goobers,
say it.
pets.
Pet.
Pat the bendy.
But we'll get us a nice fucking. But whenever we like I get done with school or whatever, we can like do a big fat long one.
Yeah, we
Mhm.
can do a big one.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, we'll do a
Get a set
long one.
piece.
Nuts,
Yeah.
nuts, nuts.
Yeah.
Let's see. And I'll make sure I have my notes ready and all that.
Mhm.
I need to make a thing.
I've also had the Pillarman theme on this whole time on loop, but on very low volume. It's been like a background only whenever you guys stop talking.
Ba, 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 ba.
I'm about to.
Alright, games. Overwrite. Okay.
Overwrites Aries with kindness.
Well, he's getting the EP. The big EP. He's talking them nonsense words.
I've lost 7 pounds in like 2 weeks.
That's pretty good.
Cool.
won't be long if I keep it up. I mean, I won't stay at this rate, but you know, it's kind of neat. Y'all are
Okay.
neat.
I'm going to close my stream.
No. Piss his pants.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Pets Bendy.
That's the Aries.
Pet. Alright, everything's saved. You can head out if you want to, Bendy. Make sure to close the game.
Okay. Night, y'all.
Good night. Sleep well, Bendy.
You too.
Thank you all for coming to a bump in the night. I think I will end it here. I would like to go longer, but I can definitely feel that I would, yeah, I'd be dying after about half an hour. I don't know why. My brain's been kind of gunky lately.
No gunk.
It is gunky, so I'm gonna be ending stream too.
Okay.
Did you raid somebody?
Nah, it was a low number of people. I'm gonna try to make it right where I only raid it when I have at least 10 folks, but everybody was
Mary, you got raid.
Hellies.
You got raid.
I've already closed OBS.
I know, but even if you've got low people, raid somebody. Just raid someone smaller if it worries you.
I know, but I feel fretful.
No fretful. Raids are
Fretful.
only positive. There is no negative from raids.
Frets.
No
Frets.
fretting.
Frets.
How am I less socially anxious than you?
I don't
Madam?
know. Plies.
Nobody complains about a raid, even if it's small. Do your
Meh.
raids.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Pat.
Eh.
Until then, I'm going to go raid Holy Lou. Again, thank you everybody for coming by. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you again probably tomorrow, maybe. If not, next week. And hopefully see you all again for Bump in the Night, where we actually get to talk to someone of stature and see what's going on.
A plot relevant person.
Yes, actually starting the plot. I don't care if players know this because it's kind of clear that by and large there's been very little plot happening. It's world building. I don't care about World of Warcraft. Get me past the... I don't want ads. Just let me see the stream so I can raid.
Let me out! Let me out!
Yeah.
Bleh.
Alright, everyone, please take care again. And thank you, Mui, for coming by. I hope it was an okay session. Was there anything that you liked or disliked?
I enjoyed it. Broadly, it was a good one. I enjoyed it. We did good.
Yeah.
And it was a fun time. I am interested to see what we end up doing next time. Happy.
Ooh. You will find out next week, hopefully, if things line up.
Yay.
We'll see. Thank you everyone for coming by. Take care. Raid message, calling incessantly, as you know. Miri, can you call incessantly?
Ha! 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 Ha!
That was pretty good.
Thanks.
I heard you start dying at the end.
A little bit.
Anyway, give Holy a nice... Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Goodbye.
Papa.
Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Papa.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Papa.
Bye-bye.
Papa.
Bye-bye.